Hello, hi everyone. I am Varaprasad. In this video, we will discuss some more Salesforce interview questions. Okay, already I have uploaded some Salesforce interview questions here. You can see, right? So these are the Salesforce interview questions already I have uploaded. These are very important. And nowadays, even in every interview, they are asking only these interview questions only. Like I have uploaded almost 10 questions in this channel. Okay, if you like my videos and these videos, just subscribe. And okay, in this video we will discuss one more Salesforce interview questions. Okay, this is the interview questions. Like what is the difference between database dot insert and insert? This interview question is common for all interviews. Like in nowadays, even every interviewer will ask this question. This is the mandatory question almost. Okay, like before discussing like what is insert is like in Salesforce we have like DML operation. DML events is like insert, update, upsert, delete, and delete. These are the some DML events in Salesforce. Like what is the main difference between insert and database dot insert? Here database is a class in Salesforce. That class have some methods like DML events like this, insert, update, and delete. So if we will sorry, insert means suppose you are inserting 5 records into the Salesforce database. For example, you take account. In account, you are inserting 5 account records. These are, for example, account phone number is mandatory, but in the 5 records you have entered three records phone number and 2 records are empty phone number. But if you insert those 5 records using normal insert operation, it will throw error like phone is mandatory or required. For example, same list of 5 records. If you use database dot insert, it will insert 3 records successfully. Whatever phone number is there, these records, three records will insert into the database. Remaining 2 records will not insert into the database. So that is the main difference between insert and database dot insert. Okay. So in the insert, if anything required is missing, it will complete operation will be failed. There is no record will be inserted into the database. But in database dot insert, even if the 5 records, if 3 records are having some all the fees required fees and all those things, so it will insert these 3 records and the remaining 2 records will not inserted into the database. So that is the main difference between insert and database dot insert. Database is a class in Salesforce. In this class contains so many methods like insert, update, delete, undelete, empty, recycle bin, like save result, errors. All these are the database methods. So using these database methods, even we will insert partial successful records and the partial failure records will be not inserted. But in using insert, it will not insert to the partial successful records. Complete operation will be failed using normal DML events. So now I will show you sample example in my Salesforce org so that you can understand. Okay, I'm opening my Salesforce org here. Sorry. For example, in account object, I have so many fields, but in account I have created one custom field like active. In this active is a custom pick list, and at the time of field creation only, I made this field is required. Okay, so here you can see red symbol. Suppose I am entering data here. I will click save. It will throw error like required field missing. See here, you must enter a value. Okay, so even if you use normal DML events, insert, update, delete, it will throw same error. You must enter a value. But if you use database class, it will not throw any error. Even it will not insert the record into the database. Okay. For example, I will open my developer console. Here we'll insert some sample records so that we can check. Okay. I will open anonymous window. Here I will try to insert 5 records so that we can understand like which records will insert, which record will not insert. So I'm creating sample account list here. Okay, this is the empty list I'm creating here. After this, I will add some 10 records here. For example, I will insert 5 records here. I will add 5 records. Okay, and SSC sorry, I need to add right. It is equal to 0. We'll add 5 records here. Okay, and then equal to 5. Then incrementing. I will add those 5 records to this list. Okay, so I'm adding whatever I'm creating new records, I'm adding here. Sorry, new account. So anyway, name is mandatory. I'm adding without database. Okay, name is I'm giving just without database. So I'm adding only name only, remaining fields I'm not adding anything. So I will take one more list here, copy and paste here with the database. Okay, I'm adding name along with active is required field in my account object. I'm giving active underscore equal to yes. This contains yes or no value. So I'm adding yes. So here we are added total 5 records here. Um, so here 5 and here 5, but this is here some required fields are missing, like active is a required field, it is missing, and in the another list I'm adding these 5 records. So I will click just normal, I will give normal insert operation here without dm database class. Okay, for example, I will execute this code, it will throw error like required field missing. So it will throw even active is a required field, it is showing required fields are missing, its field name. Even I am adding some 5 records with all the fields, some records without required fields. So insert will here DML operation is not successful. For example, I want to insert partial successful records, then I need to use database.insert class. Okay, so what is the return type for this database.insert class is database.save result. This is the return type for list of it will return the list of records like success or failure records. Okay, here I am using database class that insert. Okay, so here I will give like a list of accounts. So if I will give here also we can give true or false. What is the difference between true or false here in the insert database class? True means like as it is our normal insert operation only. So means true means whatever the required fields is there, we need to add all the required fields in the all the records. Okay, for example, I will execute this one, it will throw same error like required field missing. For example, I will click on execute, it will throw same error like, because true means all accounts should have need to have required fields. Okay, that is the meaning of true here. For example, I will pass here false. What is the meaning of false here? False means even if the records whatever records is having the required fields and all the details, it will insert those records. If some records not having those required fields, it will throw error like it will not insert into the database. For example, I will I will execute this code, so it will insert these records with database. It will not insert this records. I will execute this code now. Okay, our code is executed successfully. So we'll go now account tab. Okay, here we can see with the database 5 records, means these 5 records only having the all the fields like active is a required field, this is the required field. So the main difference between insert and database.insert is database.insert using database.insert we can insert partial successful records and error records will not insert it. And using normal insert, we need to enter all the required fields in the normal DML operations like insert, update, and all those things. Okay, for example, here we want to check which fields are and which fields are required at the time of insertion and all those things. We can iterate this for results, and we can check the like how many records are inserted and all those things. For example, I will write sample code here. So we can check which records are inserted and which records are not inserted. So I will take this object only, database.save result. uh, equal to results. So whatever results is returning this database, all results will come into the this. If sr dot is success, this is the method of database dot save result class. It will, using this method sr dot is success, it will return the only successful records. So we will get that record id, for example system. So here we can check successful record inserted successfully. So we'll get that record id sr dot get id. Okay. Suppose if records are failure, then we have another object called database dot error. We'll return those error records here. Database dot error. It will return the failure records here equal to sr dot get errors. Get errors method will return the all failure records here. Okay. Here we can add all some debugs records failed equal to here dot get message. Why, which message will come if record is failed? These are the methods of a database dot error class. Error that get message. Some methods are there we can add here. Error that get fields and error that get status. Get status, get fields. So get message will return the message like this is a required field and these are the fields. We'll get the status of that. So well, let's go to same code. I will change them here and P. Okay, I will let's go to same code again. We'll check in the debug class what will happen. Okay. Void get message from the database dot error. MESSAGE spelling mistake. Get the fields FIL status. Okay. Void get status ST8. Void get status. Status. We'll check later which method. Oh, it is executed. We can see debug class. We'll open debug and we'll check which what is the debugs are getting. So here we can see, right, these are the records inserted, 5 records inserted successfully and these records are failed, which fields and what is the message. Okay, that's all from this video by Gus. Okay, thank you all. If you like my videos, please subscribe. This is my channel, so I will upload these videos in here only, so you can check all these Salesforce interview questions, and in the next videos I will come with some new Salesforce interview questions. I hope this video will help you. Thank you guys, and if you like my videos, please subscribe. Thank you.